What up, gamers? Scary here. So many of you might not know this, but I was number 3 in Acacia Collection. This is something that I had worked towards since early December of 2019 when I first hit top 1000. I got to the top 1000 of Acacia because I had grinded all the wood for a wood singularity, and Acacia was one of the less popular woods because there wasn't really anything useful in Acacia Collection back then or even now. The bar for the top 1000 was really low, so I hit both top 1000 in Acacia and Spruce with around 50k collected, and nowadays I recently hit top 1000 Jungle, which is another popular wood, with over 700,000 collected, so it's a lot harder to do that now than it was back then. I was grinding the wood for a Tactician Sword, as that was a much cheaper alternative to an AOTD at the time, and after I got the Tacticians, I was doing the Trial of Fire, and I needed a stack of enchanted acacia wood to upgrade the talisman. So of course, instead of buying it, I went out and I grinded it myself, and this put me farther along into the Acacia leaderboards, and after that happened, I just decided to keep going. I eventually got top 10, and on the 9th of January, I reached number 5 Acacia Collection. And this was with around 600k collected. And again, I have about that much collected in Junglewood, and I'm top 1000. So the wood collections were a lot lower than they are now. Today I'm around 7 million Acacia Collection, and as of the last time I checked, I'm number 11. On January 1st, with over 3 million Acacia collected, I hit number 1 Acacia Collection, and I basically lost it the next day, but I don't care. I still feel accomplished in that it was a great accomplishment for me. I was honestly amazed that I even hit that, because I had recently lost my number 3 spot to someone that day, and I had only put in an extra couple hours of grinding so that I could just secure the number 3 spot. So with all of that out of the way, why do I, someone who's put so much time into grinding a basically useless collection, think that being in the top 10 sucks? So firstly, profit. Acacia is not the most profitable wood. I think it's the second least profitable, second or third. When the Bazaar first came out, Acacia was over 3,000 coins, which quickly dropped. For a while it was around 1,300 per enchanted acacia wood, and it's dropped to near or below 1,000 coins per, so not ideal. If you want to make a profit from Acacia now, you're going to be making a lot less than 1 mil profit an hour. With both my high foraging level and my Tricapitator, I was able to get around 11 stacks an hour, and at 1,000 coins per hour, you're getting a little over 700,000 coins an hour, which is decent profit if you're new to the game, but you're not going to be getting those same rates as a newer player, and there are much more profitable woods out there. For example, Jungle, which I think is around 1.3k per, as of last time I checked, and Spruce, which I think is around the same amount, but I'm not sure. Now those can make, I made around 800 to 900,000 coins an hour the last time I spent an entire hour grinding Jungle, so it is far better profit nowadays than Acacia is. And then secondly, time. Wood, unlike other collections, is won by manual grinding. If you want to be number 1 in a wood collection, you have to grind for hours a day. Now, why is this? Because wood minions just don't work fast enough, and collecting wood by yourself is just so much faster. You can get around 100,000 wood collection an hour. I don't think my minions even got me that overnight. If you want to be number 1 potato, you can just optimize your minion setup. If you watch all of Technoblade's videos, it's all about how he maximized, he got the best minion setup possible, he used all these catalysts and fly swatters and all of that to get the fastest minions possible, and he too did some manual grinding. But it was far less effective than Acacia. I found out who number 1 Acacia was. I don't think they're still number 1. I think they've dropped to number 2. I'm not 100% sure. But I visited their island. They had no minions down. They were getting around 400,000 Acacia a day without any minions. That means they were grinding, using my numbers at least, they had to be grinding about 4 hours a day. Now, they were a much higher foraging level than me. They were grinding Acacia for the foraging level. I think they gave up after they hit foraging 50. So they should have been getting better rates as they had a higher triple drop chance than I did. Mine is only like 60%, I think, at level 40 foraging. So they could get much better rates than me, and I don't think it would make much of a difference. It still means they had to grind an insane amount per day to keep that spot. Thirdly is game progress. Spending that much time grinding Acacia each day really took a toll on my progress in Skyblock. Since I wasn't making any profit from it, I wasn't able to fund things like Slayers or getting new armor, and by the time I was done grinding for 1 to 4 hours a day, I just wanted to play something else, like Sky Wars or Doom. I gave up on Acacia on April 17th, as I wanted to actually play Skyblock as it was intended. Only a week or so after I quit, I was able to get enough money for full Superior. If I had kept with Acacia, I could have potentially done great things with the collection. I could have maybe gotten to number 2, or maybe even number 1. I could have hit foraging 50, but frankly, it was getting me nowhere in the game, and the coolness factor of being top 3 in a collection had kind of worn off by that time. I can still look back at the days with when I was number 3 Acacia, and the extra strength I get from my high foraging level will definitely help me in Skyblock in the future. But overall, if I were going to go back in time and start Skyblock over, I don't think I would go for number 1 Acacia. Well, this has been Horse Scary. Thank you for watching this video. It would be nice if you liked and or subscribed, but in the end, I don't really care that much. I'll see you again later when I get a new video idea.